MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs. Expedite your blood work today at advancedsportslabs.com.
Welcome to MMA Inside the Cage, bringing the world of mixed martial arts straight to you. I'm Cyrus Fees. Next to me, it's Brock Lesnar's striking coach, Mr. Casey Oxnine. Great job on Friday, by the way. He looked great.
Brother,
awesome.
Everybody knows that I'm not handling Brock Lesnar's striking anymore. That was not me. I was not that coach for that fight.
I remember you saying that you handled his striking.
That was back when he was doing the thing with the honky tonk man in WWE. And if you go back and you look at that, you're talking about crisp, precise striking.
That's like a totally different era. I'm not even an expert on this, but that can't be right. The honky tonk man?
Those guys on the underground are exactly right. Brother.
What were you talking about?
You're not funny at all.
I'm a little bit funny.
Not funny at all.
Let's just do the rest of the show, I guess. It's kind of awkward. Tonight, we have an intense interview with Dakota Meyer, a U.S. veteran that won the Congressional Medal of Honor, a huge honor. And later on, we have a main event from our friends at Dare Fight Sports. Now, let's break out the top stories of the week. Now, it was only a week ago that Brock Lesnar was TKO'd by Alistair Overeem at UFC 141. An epic fight, Casey. What do you make of that fight?
Man, huge build-up, but, just not the Brock of old. He's been through a lot. He's had sickness, and, he was still there, but it may be the time for Brock to retire. Good decision.
Well, I'll tell you what, the guy is a publicity machine, Casey. You're talking about a guy that was a college wrestler, All-American, turned pro wrestler, turned NFL football player for a second. Then he goes and becomes the UFC champion. Is he nothing more than a guy that just kind of used the sport, shucked it aside, got his money, and rolled out? What do you think?
Not at all, man. He brought a lot to the sport. He came in, he was one of those pro wrestlers. Everybody's always scrutinizing those guys, saying that they're not real tough guys. He made that crossover. He proved he is a tough guy. He won the world title. What can you ask?
That's true.
What can you ask for?
Yeah, well, some more news from around the world of MMA, Casey. Many promotions are advertising their new schedules for 2012. Now, Cage Warriors out of the UK has released their schedule, and it's huge. It's crazy. Check out this lineup. They get the year kicked off in Lebanon on February 9th, moving into M1 territory on the 25th in Russia. Then on my birthday, March 15th, they're going to the UAE and doing a show in Dubai, not to mention shows in Ireland, Turkey, Hungary. Now, no other organization outside of the UFC is covering that much of the world. That is huge.
Oh, it is huge, man. Out of Great Britain, Cage Warriors is going across the whole continent and beyond. And, they're doing it worldwide in a big way. It's huge.
And that's how we like it right here on MMA Inside the Cage. Now, it's crazy that they didn't make our nominees for International Promotion of the Year. But with this lineup, I'm telling you right now, they could definitely take the title in 2012, no doubt about that. Visit CageWarriors.com for more information. We're going to hear from Dakota Meyer next round, and we still have a jaw-dropping main event from Dare Fight Sports out of Thailand to come. But now, check it out. It's your MMA Inside the Cage Punch of the Week.
What are the advantages of having such long limbs that Mike Ling does, and what should he be using them to good effect?
Yeah, there's a lot of advantages. Obviously, he's got a lot less distance to travel to throw those legs up for submissions and break the posture. He doesn't have to hip up as much to complete them. They can be a hindrance, but a lot of leverage if he can get them in the right position.
Yeah, it's always difficult to find your way past the guard of a man as tall as Ling.
Oh, good exchange of knees on the way up from both fighters.
Yes, this is a very good mixed martial arts display with all the variants being displayed at this co-main event here in Amman, Jordan.
And those guys are just throwing
heavy leather, strike after strike, and the crowd are loving this.
Oh, Jack Hermanson's caught Mike Ling.
Mike Ling looks almost pulled guard, and he's hurt, Josh.
Oh, Hermanson wasting no time. Hips in, stacking Mike Ling up. He's landing a lot of successive shots here.
Mike Ling needs to get his feet on the hips of Hermansson.
Oh, lovely elbow.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that the downward elbow is legal, but he's really trying to break through the defences of Mike Ling and get a very accurate shot.
Well, he may be cut, but certainly on the offense here as we move into the second half of the first round is Jack Hermansson.
And what an exciting start to this battle.
There you go, 2 minutes to go.
Mike Ling in deep water here underneath Jack Hermansson, the Team Hellboy Hansen representative.
Mike Ling doing a a good job of what he can to get that knee shield in and try and create some distance, but he's certainly eating some ground and pound now.
And he's out.
And he's out cold.
He's out. Jack Hermanson knocks out Mike Ling in the very first round.
Wow, Jack Hermanson collapses to the floor. He put everything he had into that. He can barely stand up.
He really is having trouble getting back to his feet, more so than Mike Ling, in fact. And let's take another look at this, Josh. Just look at the amount of shots that were fired. Early on, Mike clipped with that straight right, which had Jack going down to his knees, but this is the exchange, and someone was going to land, and unfortunately for Mike, he took one too many right on the button. There it was the straighter of the punches down the pipe, which clipped the chin of Mike Ling, and from there it was just downstream for him, whilst
as a professional fighter, there's a lot of things that I need to be concerned about. I need to be concerned about my opponent. I need to worry about my fans. I don't want to have to be concerned about my blood work. That's why I go to Advanced Sports Labs and I get my blood work done in an affordable manner. They get it done fast. They send it to the commission, they send it to the promoter, and they send it to me, so I have peace of mind knowing that everything's done properly.
As a promoter, they've taken away the headache of trying to get the blood work and get the results to the state. They have streamlined the process, and they do it at a great affordable rate for the fighter and for the promotion.
Expedite your blood work today at AdvancedSportsLabs.com. MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Welcome back to MMA Inside the Cage, round number 2, and instead of the customary second fight in this round, it's time to check in with our MMA Inside the Cage correspondent out in California, Mr. Spencer Lazara. Now, Spencer had a chance to catch up with a very distinguished individual, Sergeant Dakota Meyer of the Marine Corps. Now, usually we talk about fights and MMA, but this guy is a true American hero, Casey.
Yeah.
I mean, he did some things that are amazing. Talk about it.
Well, you know, that's a guy that breached enemy lines. He goes over, he brings home the Congressional Medal of Honor, only the third living person right now to have it. I mean, you know, and that's bigger than the UFC world title right there.
That's true. And you're talking about a guy that saved 29 American and Afghan soldiers. This is amazing. Let's go check it out right now. Let's go out to Cali, check in with Spencer Lazara and Sergeant Meyer.
Spencer Lazara reporting for MMAinterviews.tv and MMA Inside the Cage. I'm alongside Dakota Meyer, decorated Marine in our Marine Corps. He's raising a lot of awareness, doing a lot of great things for his fellow troops and the people here in our country. So, how are you doing today, Dakota?
Doing good, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here with you. It's a real honor to sit down and do this interview. Talk to us a little bit about when you first chose that you wanted to be a Marine. You first made that decision that you wanted to enter the Marine Corps.
Yeah, you know, it's actually it's kind of funny that you asked that. You know, I was walking through my high school, and the Marine recruiter in my lunchroom looked at me, and you know, I walked up to him being a smart aleck, and I said, you know, he said, "What are you gonna do when you get out of high school?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna go play football or you know something like that." And he said, "I'm gonna go to college." He said, "Yeah, that's what I would do too, because there's no way you could be a Marine." And I turned around and walked off, and I was like, you know. I walked back to him and said, you know, if you pack your stuff up now, I'll go sign the papers today. We packed his stuff up, and then there I was, a Marine. So.
Being here in California, there's a lot of liberal people who are very against the war. Mm-hmm. But I always say to everyone, it doesn't matter what your feeling is. You have to support our troops.
You're right. You're right. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, your beliefs on the war, your beliefs. You know, whatever you think. Everyone thinks that they know how to win the war. You know, you ask anyone, they all know how to do it, but you know, no one's done it yet. So you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you're a liberal. It doesn't matter whether you're a conservative. It doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. You know, before you start going out and not supporting the troops, you need to probably step back and realize that they're fighting for you to be whatever you are. You know, they're not over there fighting for Republicans whether they're Republican. They're not over there fighting for Democrats. They're not fighting for you whether you're white or you're black or you're green or you're purple. It doesn't matter. You know, they're fighting for America and for you to be an American, because. You know, at the end of the day, whether you're Republican or Democrat or, you know, whatever you are, you're still an American. That's fine. I'll go over there and fight for these protesters to protest for me, you know, protest whatever they think. You know, that's why it's America, and that's why we fight for our freedom to stay here.
What can you tell us about where you've been deployed and your experiences?
Yeah, I've been to Iraq and I've been to Afghanistan. You know, I wasn't in Iraq very long. That's where I was a sniper at. And then I've been to Afghanistan. I was an embedded training team, and you know, I live with Afghans, so you know, us, you think about that and it's like, oh man, that'd be a horrible job. But I still talk to those guys a lot. These people, and over there, it kind of made me open my eyes to realize that you can't be so judgmental over someone because of their color or because of the way they talk or their language or where they came from. You got to really give that person a chance to be who they are. So I'm thankful for that experience that I got out of it.
Talk to us about all the programs you have going on. I know you have a scholarship program and different things you're doing to raise awareness.
Yeah, one of the things is I'm partnered up with the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation on this make $1 million, the Challenge to America, the $1 Million Challenge. Another way is, I've teamed up with the company Do or Die because, they represent exactly what I represent. They represent that do or die moment, and that's what it stands for. Every point in your life you come to that moment to where it's, you do or die. And, whether it's a football game, a basketball game, or whether it's you closing a business deal, or whether it's, in combat, you're fighting and you got to make decisions. You always have that do or die moment, and, anyone can relate to it. And they're all about going out and doing the right thing and helping out troops and representing what's faithful and just representing Americans.
Talk about the scholarship program that you have set up.
Yeah, I wanted to find a way. I can't go. I'm not going back to combat anytime soon, obviously. So I wanted to find a way to help the troops out and let Marines know that there's someone back here while they're over there fighting for our freedom. That there's someone back here that's got their back, and that if they do go over and get injured or they sacrifice so much for us, and it just in a way where they're injured and they receive a Purple Heart in combat. That I want them to know that I'm back here trying to raise money to help them be assured that that I can help out in a small way and help send their kids to college on a scholarship, trying to improve education.
And of course, we are an MMA website, so we can segue into that stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Who is your favorite MMA fighter?
Chuck Liddell, definitely. He's the man. I met him once, so yeah, he's the man.
Why did you like Chuck so much?
I just like to watch him fight, and the guy's huge. So, that's all that matters to me. A big dude that fights, and that's what it's about. I love watching fights.
In MMA, you like to see the bigger guys go at it, maybe?
I do, but it's I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just like to see fights. I like to see guys go in there, and the best part about it is they go in there and they fight, and then they shake hands at the end. It's like if more people could do that and go get their aggression out that way instead of going and getting violent and pulling guns and knives and stuff. If you want to fight somebody, we'll fight them. Mm-hmm. I'm not by no means am I promoting street fights, but at the end of the day, settle your differences however you want, but then realize that it's over with and go back to being friends because if you can't care about one another, then what do you have in life?
Mm-hmm. Ford, I always like to say how the sport is no different than other sports. It just happens to be a fighting sport, a combat sport, but it's competition, and that's what I always say.
It's competition, exactly. It's a sport. It's competition, just like you said. It's the guys and they're competing, and you know what? The smallest things are going to make you win and going to make you lose, and at the end of the day, you're a winner or you're a loser, and you go and you try to come back and do your best again next time because you don't want to feel that defeat again.
Guys, it's been a true honor to sit here in the Beverly Hills Hotel with Dakota Meyer, decorated Marine. Everybody needs to support our troops. Any final words you'd like to say?
To support our troops and remember why you're an American.
Godspeed and party on.
Wow, Casey, that interview was something else, man. Really good stuff.
Man, great interview, and huge thanks to Spencer, man, for going out there out west and getting the scoop for MMA Inside the Cage.
No doubt about it. For more information, you can check out DakotaMeyer.com. And a big thanks to Pascal Pachter from Do or Die for setting that interview up. Now, we have big news from Thailand's #1 MMA promotion, Dare Fight Sports, as well as a sick main event of the week. Keep it right here on MMA Inside the Cage.
As a professional fighter, there's a lot of things that I need to be concerned about. I need to be concerned about my opponent. I need to worry about my fans. I don't want to have to be concerned about my blood work. That's why I go to Advanced Sports Labs and I get my blood work done in an affordable manner. They get it done fast. They send it to the commission, they send it to the promoter, and they send it to me, so I have peace of mind knowing that everything's done properly.
As a promoter, they've taken away the headache of trying to get the blood work and get the results to the state. They have streamlined the process, and they do it at a great affordable rate for the fighter and for the promotion.
Expedite your blood work today at AdvancedSportsLabs.com. MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Welcome back to the show. It's time for our third round, so it's time to impress the judges. Now, Casey, we've seen a lot of great fights from around the world, but there's something about showing these fights from Thailand. They really get down in Thailand.
Well, I like it like this, man. This is an old school fight community, man, from years gone by, like thousands of years. But they were doing just stand-up. They were doing Muay Thai, you know, and now you're seeing these guys switch over, actually doing the ground stuff. You know, a lot of people from America have migrated over there, integrated the jiu-jitsu, the wrestling, and all that. So now you're getting to see these tough athletes. You know, these guys are already very solid. Take it to the ground, take it to a full range of mixed martial arts. So it's outstanding.
It's good stuff. Now, I'll tell you what I really like. I like the nicknames. And they have nicknames for all the fighters. It's kind of cool. And how they present the product is really neat. Not to mention, they're talking $1 million for the winner of their tournament. That's big time money. We're seeing a lot of big money start to come out from these other promotions.
When you're talking bank like that, you got a lot of attention. You know what I mean? And a lot of guys going out there, some of the best, to get that money.
Yeah, that's it,
you know,
man.
And that's how it works.
Well, if you're catching this broadcast on Tough TV, you still got time to go check out Go Fight Live for the big event out of Bangkok. You can just go to darelive.tv and get that hooked up. Otherwise, you can go check out the results and highlights at their official website. That's www.darefightsports.com. Without further ado, let's get to it. It's our main event of the week. It's from Dare Fight Sports. It's Sakmo Kim versus Shogun Adam Kayum. It's Korea versus Australia. And it's our MMA Inside the Cage main event of the week.
You can feel the crowd. You can hear the crowd.
And when the action starts up, the referee in control of the action is Eric Gerben.
Shogun took this fight seriously. He brought in some talent from 301 and, to help him prepare for this. And here we go. And surprisingly, Shogun being one of the best jiu-jitsu fighters in Bangkok, possibly Thailand, possibly Southeast Asia.
I mean, he's a black belt.
Said he wants to keep this fight standing, surprisingly. But we're going to see if that happens.
Well, he was listed in Rajadamnern as being a top Muay Thai fighter as well, Shogun. But the thing that I would like to say is, I mean,
landed a big left there.
The thing I'd like to say is that Koreans have chins.
Wow, and yes, I'm seeing that right now.
Koreans have more chins than China. That's a joke.
Yeah,
when I grew up.
I get that, but wow, you know, Kim looks quite composed out there, to be honest. I mean, yeah, Shogun is really now he's going for the
there he goes.
And he is actually something about Kim is he is a freestyle wrestling champion in Korea. And that looks like why he stuffed that takedown right there.
He's also got that Taekwondo background too. So I mean, you talk about a well-rounded mixed martial artist.
He was a big underdog for this fight. I did not expect to see him on top. I'm going to be honest with you.
I thought he was the underdog as well, but he might just be the underdog because Shogun is such a fan favorite. I mean, the guy, aside from being one of the nicest individuals I've ever met, he lives in Bangkok and calls Bangkok his home. So he's definitely got the crowd support.
Fighting out of Q23 along with, I believe, Tiger Muay Thai.
Yes, he's done some time in a bunch of different gyms, but Q23 is his prospect, and I mean, I believe I'm not sure if it's just a jiu-jitsu gym, but I know that it's one of the only gyms in Bangkok that holds gi classes.
It is, actually, and I've went there a couple times and trained gi for my first few times there, and he puts on a great class and is a great teacher in jiu-jitsu.
Looked like he was trying to go with that upward elbow as well.
Left to the body, high kick, left kick. Superman punch, Superman elbow. Superman elbow. And I think both fighters are getting settled in now.
Some great little flying moves there by Kim. Hop, skip, and a jump, if you will.
You know, sometimes when you got the crowd with you like this, sometimes it can help you if you're a fight. Some fighters like it, and some fighters that can drain you. So it really depends, you know, what kind of individual you are.
Surprised at how many high kicks he's actually getting off as well. I mean,
landed a big left there, and that hurt him. And he's got the rear choke. He's got the hook in, one hook in. The rear choke is in tight, and I don't think Kim's going to get out of this. I mean, he is a jiu-jitsu specialist.
Yeah, he's a regular old anaconda there.
I think that Kim is going to be able to defend this. He's got both hooks in now.
He's got his hands up. He's got his hands up, and he's over on his back.
He is defending, but I don't think for long.
At least he knows what to do.
He's defending, but I just really don't think there it is.
There's the tap.
There it is. You see his team celebrating in the background. And I'm not going to lie.
That was the tap.
Kim put on quite a show there. So, and he almost went out. He might have went to sleep there for a minute. Wow. You see the fans loving it. That was beautiful. And a little scary, to be honest.
Advanced Sports Labs is always a great experience. You go in, you get your blood drawn, they take care of all the paperwork for you, they send your results to the commission and to the promoter, so I can just focus on being a professional fighter and getting on the fight.
Advanced Sports Labs. Expedite your blood work today at advancedsportslabs.com. MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Wow, what an awesome episode to kick off 2012, and it's time for your curtain call, Casey. Take it away, bro.
All right, in closing, I just want to say once again, thanks to Brock Lesnar for many years of entertainment. That's not just in the fight game, but, into the professional wrestling realm. You made that crossover, you brought it over into MMA, and you made a great show for millions and millions of fans. You became the world champion, and we want to say thank you, regardless of what anybody says and all your detractors are trying to say. You are one of the best, and you will go down in MMA history.
There we go. Well, subscribe on our official YouTube channel. Find us and like us on Facebook. Follow us at MMAITC and send all questions or comments to MMAinsidethecage@gmail.com. I'm Cyrus Feast.
I'm Casey Oxendine.
And we'll see you next week.
Inside the Cage.